welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Danielle, and if you have not already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And also, if you haven't followed me on all of my social medias, I always have them in the description, so make sure to follow me on those. Before today's video, I'm going to be showing you all how to create beautiful, loose, beachy waves. This hairstyle is perfect for spring and summer, and since it's gonna be right around the corner, I thought I would share this with you guys. And just so you guys know, I am a cosmetology student at Toni and Guy Hairdressing Academy, and I do post school vlogs and other stuff like that, so if you want to go check those out as well, you can. But without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial. Alright you guys, so I'm starting off with completely natural hair. I actually showered yesterday and didn't put any heat to it. I let it air dry. So this is my natural hair. It's a little bit on the wavy side, but since I did sleep on it as well, it kind of straightened out. But before I begin curling, I like to apply product to my hair, just because a lot of the times heat tools can damage the hair and make it feel dead and dry. So we want to make sure that our hair is completely moisturized before we do this. So I'm going to go in with the Remedy Shine Enhancing Argan Oil. This is also from Lange. So I only like to apply a little bit of this. A little bit of this does definitely go a very long way. So about this much works for me, and I'm just going to rub it all in and start raking it through the ends of my hair. I love the smell of this too. It's super fresh and clean, and if you do at any point feel like you need a little bit more based on your hair type, you can definitely use a little bit more. And then I use a little heat protectant spray, just because I always feel like this is very, very important, especially when you're straightening, curling, blow drying your hair. And this is the Regis Hot Stop Thermal Protector. I love this product. I think it works very well. And I also feel like it kind of leaves my hair looking smoother than usual. Usually when I straighten my hair, I get all those little wispies and flyaways. But I feel like since I've been using this, they don't come up as much. So I'm going to apply this mainly to the ends of my hairs, and then just work the product in with my hands. Alright, so now that product is put on, I'm just going to comb out my hair quick, because one thing you want to make sure when curling your hair is that you don't have any knots, because if you do, the curl will not come out as smooth and it just won't look as good. Alright, so there are two ways you can go by approaching this. You can do it the lazy way, or you can do it the better way. I'm going to be showing you guys the better way, but I know there are a ton of you out there, and I also am sometimes. If you're in a rush and you don't have a lot of time in the morning, you might want to do the lazier way. I get it, but it won't come out as good. But if you did want to do it the lazy way, all you would do is just section the hair into twos like this and just start from the back and work your way to the front. But what I like to do for the better outcome is section my hair. So that is what I'm going to be showing you guys today. So I'm going to take my thumbs to the top of my ears, and I'm just going to grab the section of hair. It doesn't have to be perfect either, but you want to just make sure there's enough hair at the bottom. So with this section, I'm just going to twist the hair, give myself a little cute bun, and I'm going to take my alligator clip. This clip is also from Lange, and I'm just going to clip the hair out of the way. So this is how the back of the hair should look. So now with these two sections, I'm gonna start curling. I also got my little handy tool right here. For all the girls that always burn their fingers, we need one of these, so if you know, you know. But I also got this from Lange. It is so long, it's like intense, but I need it because I just manage to always burn my hand, always. So let's get into it. So this is the curling wand that I'm going to be using today. It is again from Lange, and it is the 32mm titanium curling wand. They have different sizes as well, but for that loose, beautiful, beachy look, I wanted to go for the bigger wand, because if you got anything smaller, you'd get really tight curls, which we don't want today. We want loose, beachy waves. So what I'm gonna do is just make sure each section is parted from the back, and then I'm actually going to start from the back. I know a lot of people like to start from the front and work their way, but personally I think it's so much easier to start from the back and work to the front. That way you can just throw the pieces behind you and you know what else you have to work with. So we're starting from the back, and I'm going to take a section about this thick. Keep in mind that the bigger the section you pull, the looser and more beachy it's going to look. If you pull sections that are small like this, you're going to get tighter curls. So I'm going to go and place the curling wand behind my hair, because we want the hair to face away from our face. And then once we do that, I'm just going to wrap the hair around the curling wand, and I'm going to let it sit for about like 15-20 seconds. So this is how the first curl turned out. As you can tell, very loose. So then I'm just going to again work my way to the front, as well as doing the same thing on this side. So now, since I'm working to the other side, I am going to transition the glove to my other hand. And again, just keeping in mind that you are placing the curling wand behind the hair so that the hair is facing away from your face. Alright, so now that the bottom section is done, I'm going to remove the alligator clip, and I'm going to take my next section. Whoa, what is going on? So I'm going to start from like my temple area, and again, I'm just going to bring my fingers back, and I'm just going to give myself a little twist into a little bun. So now we have our next section, and I'm going to proceed to do the same exact thing as I did as the bottom section. And also just try to keep in mind that you did already curl the bottom, so try not to grab pieces from the bottom into this next section, because then the curl might get tighter and you won't have as much of a loose effect. Alright, so now we are going to get on to our last section. And if at any point you feel like a chunk of hair just isn't as smooth as you want it, because since your hair was up for such a long time, it might start getting knotted and messy, so you can definitely just comb out the section and it'll make it so much more smooth. Okay, so now for my money piece. If you don't know what money pieces are, they're basically just two front pieces of your hair that are lightened up to the root so that it kind of brightens up your face a little bit more, which I have, as you can tell, on both sides. And for these, since they frame my face, I don't want it to be like super tight curl because then it'll just look weird. So I literally wrap it once, okay? And then I leave the end out a little bit, and I just want it to be like a little tiny wave. See that? It's like the tiniest little thing. Even still, if you want to bring it up a little bit higher, start here and then work down. So it's like this. And now I'm going to repeat the same thing on this side. Alright, so just to recap for the money piece part again, just in case you were a little confused, I'm going to start up high, only wrap it once like this, and then I'm just going to drag the wand down with the hair to give it like the most subtle wave ever. And like I said, if you think this is still a little straight, which I kind of do, you can go in again. Really pull that hair tight and go down the hair with the wand. Alright, so now that the hair is complete, I'm going to take a little bit more of the thermal protector and just kind of work this in. And then after about like 5 minutes, which it has been already, I'm going to take my hands, no comb or brush, okay? The only time I comb or brush out curls is if they're really tight curls, but since we're going for the loose beachy wave, we don't want to do that because then it might be too loose. So what I'm going to do is just kind of take my fingers and work them through the hair, kind of like bunch it all up. Make it a little messy if you want. See how much better it looks already just by doing that? Alright you guys, so this is the finished look. Love the way it turned out. It's very natural, loose, beachy, just what we wanted. And also my hair smells so good and it just feels so nice after using that oil. But I really hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. This is actually my first ever hair tutorial. So if you guys enjoyed, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. And also if you want to see more hair tutorials, then just comment down below. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone!